Today we're going to be talking about how to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. First, we're going to look at the formula. The formula for surface area is SA, that stands for surface area, equals 2 times the width times the length, plus the height times the length, plus the height times the width. This is a formula you'll use every time, and every time the first thing you need to do is write the formula down. I will let you know that sometimes in problems they will use the word base, and base is going to be the same thing as the length. We're going to try a couple problems together. So here is our rectangular prism, and the first thing we want to do is we want to write out our formula. So surface area equals 2 times width times length plus height times length plus height times W. You need to write this out every time. Now let's plug in our numbers. So 2 times, the width is 1, so this is W, this is length, this is height. So we're going to say 1 times 4 plus 2 times 4 plus 2 times 1. Now let's multiply our numbers together. 2 times 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 plus 8 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28 centimeters squared. This work is what I want to see every single time you're working out one of these surface area problems. Now let's try our next one. 3 is going to be our length, our width equals 5, and 8 equals our height. So we have surface area equals 2 times width times length plus height times length plus height times width. So now let's go ahead and start plugging in our numbers. 2 times width times length, which is 5 times 3, plus height times length, which is 8 times 3, plus height times width, which is 8 times 5. So 2 times 15 plus 24 plus 40 equals 79. So 2 times 79 is 158 inches squared. Now the surface area, what you need to remember, it's still squared because you are wrapping, it is the amount of material it would take to wrap these prisms. So think about it like you are trying to figure out how much you need to wrap this box. All right. Here is our next one. So surface area equals 2 times width times length plus height times length plus height times width. So 4 is going to be our length, 6 is our width, 5 is our height. So 2 times 6 times 4 plus 5 times 4 plus 5 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24, 5 times 4 is 20, 5 times 6 is 30. So 24 plus 20 is 44, plus 30 is 74, so 2 times 74 is 148 centimeters squared. Now, these next three, I want you to see if you can try them on your own. So pause it, see if you can get the answers by yourself, and then come back and check your answers with me. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Surface area equals 2 times length times width plus height times length plus height times width. So 7 is our length, 8 is our width, 15 is our height. So 2 times 8 times 7 plus our height, which is 15 times 7, plus 15 times 8. So 2 times 56. 15 times 7 is 105. And 15 times 8 is 120. So 56 plus 105 plus 120 is 201 times 2 is, not 201, 281. I'm sorry, I read my calculator wrong. So times 2 is 562 centimeters squared. So hopefully you're trying this one on your own. So if you are, go ahead and pause. If not, you can continue to work with me. So our width is, this is going to be our length, our width, and our height. So 2 times 12.5 times 5.6 plus 18.6 times 5.6 plus 18.6 times 12.5. So we have 2 times 12.5 times 5.6, which is 70. 18.6 times 5.6, which is 104.16. 18.6 times 12.5 is 232.5. Now let's add these all together. And that is going to give us 2 times 406.66, which equals 813.32 centimeters squared. All right, and our final one. Surface area equals 2 times length plus height times length plus height times width. So we have length, width, and height. So 2 times 12.5 times 12 plus 12 times 12 plus 12 times 12.5. So 12.5 times 12, 2 times 150 plus 144 plus 150 is 2 times 444, which is 888 centimeters squared. So make sure you bring your notes with you tomorrow, and hopefully you can use this formula to find surface area of a prism so you can practice finding some surface area of everyday objects that you would find at your house tomorrow during class.